Hello young poets, I'm Sanjog. I'm one of the mentors of Young Poets Association, and I'm here with a video on figures of speech. As we had promised you that we will be teaching you the different aspects of poetry, so we have decided to begin with the figures of speech. Figures of speech enhance the creativity of a writer. What we may express in a simple manner can be expressed more effectively and more beautifully using the figures of speech. Figures of speech act as the ornament in our writings. So we all the mentors will be teaching you the different figures of speech and their uses in poetry one after another. Let me begin with similes and metaphor. So similes. Let's start with an example. I wandered lonely as a cloud. I have taken this example from the poem Daffodils written by William Wordsworth. In this line, the poet compares himself with the cloud. But the cloud and the poet are different from each other. But they are compared because they share one common thing, one common characteristic. And that common thing is their loneliness. The poet is lonely as a cloud. The poet is lonely like a cloud. So the cloud and the poet, though they are different from each other, but they are compared because they share one common quality, one common characteristic. Let's see another example. She stood like a tree against the storm and thunder. I have taken this line from one of my poems titled The Strongest Woman I Know. In this line, a lady is compared to a tree. She stood like a tree. A lady stood like a tree. But the tree and the lady are different from each other. But they are compared because they share one common characteristic. There is something common between the lady and the tree. And that common quality or common characteristic is their strength or their ability to endure. Like a tree endures the wrath and violence of a storm and thunder, the lady stands strong against the difficulties of her life. In this way, the lady is compared to the tree. So this is an example of simile, because the lady and the tree, which are different from each other, are compared because they share one common quality in them. So from these two examples, what do we understand is that a simile is a figure of speech in which we make a direct comparison between two different things, two unrelated things, which share one common characteristic or common quality. So the next topic is metaphor. A metaphor is a figure of speech which makes an indirect or hidden comparison between two things that are unrelated but share some common characteristics. So you may find that a simile and a metaphor are quite similar to each other because both are used for comparison. But the difference is that a simile makes a direct comparison using the word like or as, whereas a metaphor makes an indirect or hidden comparison, and we don't use like or as in case of metaphor. Let's see an example. If a dawn is what you wait for, there is a long night you will go through. See this line. This line I have taken from one of my poems, Stars Cannot Shine Without Darkness. In this poem, a dawn represents the good times of life, the good times or the easy times of life, whereas the long night represents the bad times or the tough times of our life. So the dawn and the long night are used as metaphors for the happy times and the tough times of our lives. Let's see another example. He is a lion. In this sentence, he and lion are different from each other. He is a human being, whereas lion is an animal, but they are compared. So it does not mean that he is an animal. He is compared to the lion because he and lion have one common quality in them. A lion is known for its courage. So this sentence means that he has courage like lion, or he is as courageous as a lion. So this is all about similes and metaphors I wanted to share with you all in this video. We will be uploading more videos on different topics related to poetry. Till then, keep writing.